Have you had your breakfast?
Yes, I have breakfast.
Oh, I have had my breakfast. I have had my breakfast.
I have had my breakfast. Yes.
All right, good, good, good. Ooh, Miss Kim told me that your name is Elena.
Yes.
Oh, when she told me, she was like, Joanne and Elena. And I was like, who's Elena? She said, no, that your name is also Elena. And I said, okay. Okay. So you like being called Joanne?
I think
You like
it's well okay.
okay, Joanne is more okay.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. All right, Joanne, it's good to have you back in class today. So today is our first official lesson, and our lesson is just going to be for 1 hour. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 hour. So today's lesson will be having like a debate. Yeah, you know what a debate is.
Uh, I I I I I, I understand, but I don't how to discuss.
Describe it.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. So that is what debate is just like an argument, or should I say it's not really like an argument. It's just for us to discuss. Each of us we have our own opinion of what we think about certain kind of things. Okay. For example, we can have a debate on why doctors are better than teachers. Okay. Then you can choose the opposing side. I can choose the proposing side. Okay. Which says, yeah, doctors are better than teachers. And you're going to say teachers are better than doctors. Okay. Yeah. So this is what the debate is all about. But ours will not we're not just arguing. We're going to make it like a conversational class, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll discuss, we'll have to communicate, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Yes. So it will make our lesson more fun. It will help us to improve our English skills, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. And if in case maybe during the lesson and maybe you feel like the book is too easy, then you can tell me, teacher, it's too easy. Okay.
Mm, I now I still confident in uh mm,
Hmm.
my my word in English. So I don't now to mm, speak on my opinion.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. So your own is that you just want to improve your English speaking and your grammars and your vocabulary, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay, okay. All right. So that will not be a problem. I'm here to help, okay?
Yes.
All right. So we are gonna before we start our lesson for today, I'll just ask you like few questions. Okay?
Mm,
All right?
yeah.
All right, okay. So now let's move, let's move, let's move, let's move, let's move. Okay. Yeah, tell me, you said you wanted to be what did you say you want to be again?
Uh, can you speak again?
Okay. You said what did you say you wanted to be in future?
I want to be a senior accounting.
Oh yeah, you want to be an accountant.
Yes. In
Oh.
management.
Oh, like a senior accountant. So what
Yes.
happens? My okay, okay. Oh, like what organization? Like, is it like, what do you want to work for?
Uh, because I feel I feel I don't hợp hợp đi ta.
Mm-hmm.
I feel accounting is uh, good for I feel I good at accounting, so I want to be uh, uh, mm, better more and more in accounting skill, and I want to learn more, um, improve my English skill to communicate with the others, and it's helped me um, more to promotion in my career.
Okay. All right, all right. So that I think would you like to work in Vietnam or would you like to work in another country? Like the USA, maybe let's
Mm,
say Indian, another country, just another country, not Vietnam.
mm, I think I like work in Vietnam because I want to be close to my family.
Family. Okay, okay. So have you ever traveled to another country before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, no.
No.
Would you like to travel to another country?
Mm, in the future, if I have more uh, condition, I want to be travel in the other
Travel.
country with my friends and my families and my families.
Oh, I guess only for vacation. You want to be traveling for vacation. All
Yes.
right. Okay. So, what do you like most about studying accounting? What do you like most about studying accounting?
Uh, mm, can you speak again?
Okay. What do you like most, or what do you enjoy most about studying accounting?
Because uh, I I am uh, have I am
Mm-hmm.
uh where when I was a child I have uh I uh, I feel I love study with number
Numbers.
with number than the others subject. Um,
Oh, okay. So when you were a child, you okay. What was your like your favorite subject? What was your favorite subject?
mm, I love physics and math.
Maths. Okay. Yeah. So you like studying math and physics.
Yes.
Oh, I guess that was why you said, "Oh yes, since I love maths and physics, why don't I become an accountant?" Right?
Mm, yes, is a one of reason. One of the
Okay.
main
Okay.
reason.
Okay. All right. That's amazing. That's good. That's good. Accounting is a very good course. Maybe in school, not everybody know the value of accounting. Okay, it's just few people that love accounting and they love math. Like for me, I don't like maths. I think for me, maths is too hard. For me,
Mm,
maths.
because I think I am an introvert people,
Oh,
so
intro-
I don't
introvert person.
I don't like to uh, talk to the uh, new person So I don't I can't communicate to more people. So I think accounting is uh, good for me. It is all is always uh, work with mm, laptop down
Oh,
to communicate with more people.
more people.
Yes.
Oh, so you don't like to go out and hang out with your friends? You like to just stay at home, watch movie?
I just like communicate with with the people who's uh, uh, as uh, mm, uh,
Mm-hmm.
have a common with me.
Oh, so okay, you like to communicate with people. Maybe you like to talk to people online.
Mm, just with my friend and my family.
Emily, just like me, I'm also an introvert person too. I like to stay at home. Mostly I work on my computer. I like to maybe just watch a movie if I'm bored and then listen to music. Then maybe if I have a book, I read my book. Then I just sleep. Nicely. So that's for me. For me. So I most of the times I'm always on my computer. Most of the times I'm always on my computer. If I have little time, then I watch a movie or I just sleep. So all right, that's good. That's good. All right. So Dwayne, so we're gonna start our lesson for today, okay? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Good. So we're gonna start the lesson for today. And unit one says open book test. Okay,
Okay.
open book test. The lesson today we're just going to talk about our own opinion, what to think about tests in schools, and we're going to read just a short comprehension, and then we'll answer the comprehension. Then also we have vocabulary check. Okay.
Okay.
Good. The vocabulary check, we'll talk about the meaning of these words and see some examples of how we can use these words. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Then we just, this other place is like the opinion, practice, why it's good, and we talk about why it's not good. Okay?
Okay.
Then we'll also go into some readings of the just short readings. These are just like key points on why it's good to school should have tests. Then here says why it's not good for school to have tests. Okay.
Okay.
Then we have some questions here, discussion questions. We just talk about this before we leave. Okay.
Okay.
All right, good. So, do you know what an open book test is? Oh, but first, it says, let me just read this. It says, students take hundreds of tests at school. Most students dislike tests because they need to memorize. You know what it means to memorize, right?
Yes, I understand. I
Yes,
understand.
good. Very good. Please, if there is anything you don't understand, you can say, I don't understand. Okay, I will explain.
Yes.
And I'll also repeat if you don't understand. Okay?
Yes.
Good. So it says to memorize a lot of information. Um then will it be better will it be a better idea if students take open book tests? Do you know what an open book test is? Do you know what it means? Open book tests.
Uh, I think is A note?
Okay, let me explain, okay? Should I explain? Yeah, it's a note, okay? It has to do with notes, but open book tests, okay, is a type of exams, okay, or quiz where students are allowed to use their book, their textbook, or note or other resources when writing the test. You're allowed to come with your textbook. You're allowed to come with maybe an exercise book of where you have written all the answers. You're allowed to use it in the hall.
Mm.
Do you understand? Or should I explain?
Uh,
I should explain again.
I understand what you say, but uh, I don't uh, I don't understand real mean of open book test in because at school I don't before I don't have to use it before.
Oh, okay. Now, this one now, what the one we're talking about now is the open book test. Let me show you. Let me show you something. Okay.
Okay.
Let me show you something. It's like this. It says, I'll explain better. I'm going to translate from English to Vietnamese. Then we're going to you'll be able to understand it better. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Now open book test. Mm, type of exams. Okay. Or
Okay.
these where students are allowed to use their books, their text books, their textbook. Okay,
Okay.
the students are allowed to use their textbook, notes, comma. Let's say or other so like other resources while answering the questions in the exam hall. Now, do you understand this now?
Yes, I
Yeah,
understand.
you understand now, right?
Yeah.
Good. So now this is what I'm talking about. Open book tests is an open book test is a type of exams. I made a mistake here. Where students are allowed to use their textbook, notes, or other resources while answering the question in the exam hall. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but when writing an exam, it's not good to go into the exam hall with your textbook. It's not good. Yeah, it's not good. You're writing an exam. It's not good to go to the hall with your notebook or textbook. Okay. Like in my country, when you're writing exams, they're going to tell you that read your book. Okay. They'll tell you read your book at home, study your book at home. But when you're coming to the exam hall, come with your pen, come with a pen, and if you're writing maths, you come with a pieces of paper. Just come with a pieces of empty paper, because
Yes.
to avoid what they call let me show you, to avoid what they call exams examination malpractice. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, if you come with book, if you come with notebook or textbook, it's an examination malpractice. Okay, that's to tell you that you will not pass that exam. You have to repeat the exam again.
Okay.
Yes, so that is why it's not good to come into an exam hall with um, textbook or notebook. Okay,
Okay.
good. So now this is what we are going to talk about today. Okay, if it's good and if it's not good. Okay.
Okay.
All right, good. So now um we have some questions here, and the first one says um there is a test for almost every subject, okay, that we study. All right. Just like your accounting, your English, your math, every subject has tests. Okay?
Okay.
Good. It says, let us think about the subject you like to study in school and which classes have the easiest or most difficult exam. Okay.
Okay.
So now you have to give me your opinion. Okay. Which test is the easiest test you have ever written, and why is it easy? Then the next one, now you tell me which test is the worst test you have ever written, and why is it the worst test ever?
Mm, because my major is in accounting, so uh, almost course I have studied is about accounting is closely to accounting law in Vietnam. Is uh, so I think mm, uh, is in not easy. On I don't think any course is easy for me. But uh, when my teacher teach, I can understand, so I can uh, do exercise, and I am practice about
Mm,
uh, transactions, uh, and uh, so I can do it in my exam. But I think management accounting is uh, so hard for me because my teacher in this course is uh, teaching in English, so
oh, you can understand.
uh, I can understand all
Okay.
about
What he or she's saying.
he say
Okay, he said, okay.
about he say uh, on he say on everything in English, so uh,
You don't
uh,
understand.
yeah I understand
Little?
a bit, yes.
A bit.
So my grade in the Discord is so bad.
Oh, so bad.
Yeah.
uh, okay. Is it only that one, or do you have another one that you don't like? Do you have another course you don't like?
I mm, I think I don't like Discord because Discord I have to study two times uh
Times
management accounting one and two.
two. Oh,
I don't understand about. it's called one. So I missed um, the, the course in the course two.
Oh, and you need course too. So, in order for you to maybe understand the course two, you need to understand course one
Yes,
before you can understand two. And now the problem now is that you don't understand course one, and now it's difficult for you to understand course two.
yes.
Oh, I understand. So, which one is the easiest for you? The easiest and the best exams for you?
Mm, I think is financial accounting. Uh,
Financial accounting.
because I understand from course of principle of accounting, so I easier to understand for course of financial accounting.
Oh,
So I
all
love
right.
all of financial accounting course and hate management accounting course.
Uh, so you love financial accounting and hate management accounting.
Yes.
Okay, okay. That's good. That's good. All right. For me, mine when I think mine was I hated this subject called statistic. I don't like the subject. It's called statistic. This is mine. Let me spell it out for you. It's called statistic. I hate this subject. I don't like this one. This one is it's maths. It has to do with maths. Yes. I don't like this. I don't like this subject. I don't like it. But whenever I maybe sit for an exams, I usually pass this course. That's the funniest thing. I pass the course and I don't know how because I don't like the course. I don't like the course, but I pass the course. So it's funny. So why do you think school give tests? Why do you think school give tests?
I don't understand.
Okay, okay. Okay, why do you think schools say it's good to have tests? Why do you think it's good to have tests or exams? Why do you think it's good to have exams?
Why do you think you have to exam?
Yeah, why do you think you have to write an exam?
I think is uh, it, I think is exam me to how about uh, knowledge I have I understand in this course and what I practice about this.
For me, I'll say why it's good to write an exam or test. It's good because it helps you to test your abilities, to know to know if you're very good in this course you're writing, and it also help you to improve your skills. It helps you in previous skills because I don't see any use for going to school, studying a particular course, and they don't give you an exams. Exams help you to know if you're good, okay? If you're good to go, yeah, if you understood everything your teacher have been saying. So exams help you to know your ability, to know if you understand. So that's why I think it's good for me. It's good to give tests or an exams, but an open book test or exams, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. But do you think it's good to have an open book test
Mm, I
or exam?
think open book test is more difficult than normal test because
Why?
uh, when you allowed to use document, uh,
Yes.
maybe is a the the task is more difficult. I feel it
Where you
uh,
feel like
when
it's more
uh, when you allowed to use document to do
right.
the exam
Mm.
uh, because it means the task is difficult is more difficult than you
Using
uh,
from your head, using your
you
head.
do, yeah, yes, you do by by yourself.
By yourself. Well, for me, I think my own opinion, I think that using book it's I feel it's easy, but again, like you said, it's will not be easy because when you always use materials like you use things like textbook or notebook to write on exams, it makes you, I don't think you'll be smart. You will not be smart, number one. And there are some things that you need to know upstairs when you use book. I don't think you'll be able to go far in life. Like you will not be able to work in some certain kind of organization because you never did anything from your head. You always use book. You always use book. So sometimes I feel like it's good to use your head. It's good to think. Like we say, think outside the box. It's good to use your head. It's good to think. So open book test to me, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. So we're going to read this literary comprehension. Okay, I read, then you read after I do. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. So I also this lesson will also test your reading ability. Okay.
okay,
Yeah. So where there's any error, if you make a mistake, I will correct you. Okay. With the
okay,
pronunciation. Yes. So now it says open book test. It says when students have a test at school, they memorize everything that they have learned about the subject. This kind of closed book, this kind of closed book test is still the most common exam. Many experts now think that an open book test will be beneficial for students. One reason why open book tests are better is that they are less stressful. Students do not have to worry about open book tests because they can use their books to answer questions. When students take closed book tests, they worry that they will not memorize everything. In addition, in the real world, people don't memorize a lot of information. If workers need to solve a problem, they use the internet or book to find the answer. Some teachers disagree with the idea of open book tests. One problem is that students will spend too much time looking for answer. Yes, that is true. Exactly. What you said open book test is difficult. And now this is the reason why they said student will spend too much time looking for the
yes,
answer. Yeah, you have to go through pages in your book. You have to look for answers. Like, you know, you have to go through pages. But if you know the answer upstairs, it'll be faster for you. You can
yes,
just
yes, yes,
yeah. And
yes.
most exams work with time. Like I don't know about Vietnam, but in my country, when you're writing an exams, we have time. In each subject, they can say, I give you 30 minutes. Sometimes they can say, I give you 1 hour. Sometimes they can say, I give you 2 hours. Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know about Vietnam. Do you write your exams? What do you have time?
Yes. My my exam always is about uh 90 minutes
Oh,
or
90.
is a uh 90 minutes and maybe 60 minutes.
60 minutes. Okay. Yeah, that's
I,
why.
okay,
Okay. Yeah, that is good. Same here with me. In my country, our exam series is 90 minutes. But maybe if the subject is too easy, they can just say, okay, 60 minutes. If it's too easy, we'll say 60 minutes. Okay.
okay,
Okay. Now let me finish this. Okay. Now it says, okay, spend too much time looking for the answer. Many of them may not finish answering the questions. If this happens, the student may fail the exam. A bigger problem is that open book tests reduce our ability to memorize. Many jobs need people to remember information. For example, a bus driver needs to know how to drive a bus. The driver cannot stop to check the internet for information. Okay?
okay.
So can you read for me? Just read. It's your turn to read.
Uh, open book test. When students have a test at school, they memorize everything that they have learned about the subject. This kind of closed book test is still the most common exam. Many experts now think that an open book test will be ben-
Will be
beneficial, beneficial,
beneficial.
beneficial for students. One reason why open book tests are better is that they are less stressful. Students do not have to worry about open book tests because they can use their book to answer the question. When students take closed book tests, they worry that they will not memorize everything. In addition, in the real world, people don't memorize a lot of information. If worker not need to solve a problem, they use the internet or books to find the answer. Some teachers disagree with the idea of open book tests. One problem is that students will spend too much time looking for the answers. Many of them may not finish answering the question. If this happens, the student may fail the exam. A bigger problem is that open book tests reduce our ability to memorize. Many jobs need people to remember information. For example, a bus
For
driver need
example,
to, for example,
example.
a
Okay.
bus
That's
driver
right.
need to know how to ride a bus. The driver cannot stop to take the internet for information.
All right. All right. Yes. Very good. Very good. So now we'll move into the question and answer section. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, is there any word you don't know the meaning? And we
Uh,
just
no, I understand all.
okay, coach. Thank you. So now we're gonna answer the questions here. We have some questions and answer, just 5 questions. Okay. Now the first one says, "Is it what is the most common type of test that students take? The most common type of test students take." I think the answers are there.
Mm, that's- mm, Closed book test is still the most common exam.
Yeah, that is true. Closed book test is the most common exams. Yes, that is true. And I think I prefer that one too. I like the closed book test. I like that one. Okay. So now the next one says, why are open book tests less stressful? Why is it less stressful? Open book tests.
Because students do not have to worry about open book test because they can use their book to answer the question.
Yeah, because they can use their book to answer the question. All right, that's good. That's good. Yes. So now it says, how can workers find the answer to problem? How can workers find the answer to problem?
They can use internet or books
Yeah,
to find the answer.
yeah. Most of them use like nowadays people do not like to people don't students do not like to use their head anymore. Like I could remember when I was in school when they gave us because I presently I'm running a program, okay? I'm running a program. I'm done with my school, but I'm running a program in school again. I went back for a course that I love so much. It's called the data science. It's a data science course. It's based on computer, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to improve my computer skills. So I'm doing the course online. It's called a data science course. Most of the assignments given to us, most students don't like to do it off head with their head. Most students like to use AI. Like they
Yeah.
use
Uh,
yeah, they use
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. Yes, that is correct. You know that. Most students like to use ChatGPT to answer most of their questions, and ChatGPT made it so easy. Like before you go for any test, like I wouldn't lie, I used it too when I was writing my first semester exams. I used ChatGPT to read because maybe when I'm reading my book, then the book is too bulky for me. I'm just gonna take a picture of the book, then I'm gonna send it to ChatGPT, and I'll tell him, please summarize this book for me. And and he does that. He summarizes it, and I read the summary because I don't like to read that much book. The book, if I want to read book, it has to be very interesting. Yeah, if I want to read, it has to be very interesting. All right, so let's see. The number four says, how, why many students not answer? Okay, why may students not answer all the questions in an open book test? Why may
Because that because students will spend too much time looking for the answer.
answer? Yeah, they'll spend too much time looking for the answer. And the worst part of it is that if your school has a time, they have time, you have to be fast. You have to be
Yes.
very, very fast, yes, because once it's time, they'll say, close the book, and you have to close the book as fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now the number five says, what may happen to our ability to memorize if we take open book tests? Our ability to memorize, what may happen to it?
Mm, uh, Open book test will reduce our ability to memorize.
Yeah, it's true. It's gonna reduce our ability to memorize. Like I told you earlier on, I said if you use open book test too much, it will make you look dull. And like I know some companies in my country, like big companies, they pay very well. They pay huge amounts of money, but they don't care about what you study. They don't care about what you study. They just want you to be good. You should be smart. You should be very quick. You should always know what to do. So they need you to have the skills. They don't want you to say, oh, yeah, I'm an accountant, or you say, oh, yeah, I'm a data science student, or you say, um, I'm, I'm a business student, a mass communication. No, they don't want to know what you study. They just want you to know what to do. They want to know your abilities, and then you can work for them. I know
Yes.
some people in my country that works in a bank and they didn't study anything that has to do with accounting. They didn't study anything that has to do with business administration, but they work in a bank and they are all science students that studied let's say chemical engineering. Some of them studied biochem, biochemistry, but they work in a bank today. It's just because they are good. So if you're very good, most company will want to employ people that are very, very good. Yeah. So, and I can see you're also very good in your accounting. I'm sure you're going to get a very, very good job. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna get a good job. So now we're going to use these words like abilities, beneficial, common, expert, reduced to answer those questions, okay?
Okay.
Good. Now, do you know, is there any word you don't know the meaning?
No.
Okay, good. All right. Now, number one says the most dash English family name is Smith. The most dash English family name is Smith. What is the answer?
Mm, is a common, the
Yes,
most.
the most common. That's correct. The most common English family name is Smith. That's true. In American, the most common English family name you're going to see is Smith. I saw a movie yesterday on my TV, and the name of the movie is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So I think that's the most common English name. So number two says successful people work hard and have natural.
Natural abilities.
Yeah, they have natural ability. Very good. They work hard and have natural abilities. Very good. Okay. Very good. Now, what about the next one? It says doctors say that red wine can dash your chance of getting cancer. Is that true?
I think is reduce.
Reduce? Is that true? Red wine can reduce? Oh, really? I'm gonna check this out after the lesson. I'll check this out. Okay, red wine can reduce our chances of getting cancer. Good. Number four says it is dash to exercise every day.
Is a
Benef-
beneficial.
yeah, it is beneficial to exercise every day. All right, this is good. Now, number five says Stephen Hawkins is dash on black holes. Is it an expert or an expert? Oh, I said the answer. Yeah. Stephen Hawkins is,
An expert.
yeah, an expert. Yes, is an expert. Good. He's an expert in on black holes. All right, that's very, very good. So now the next one now we're gonna go into now is the opinion practice. Okay. So
Okay.
now what they want us to do now, we're gonna use this questions to answer the one. These are questions and they want us to use it to answer. These are the answers below. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So number one says student can learn more when they take open book tests. Now this is the supporting opinion why it is good to have an open book test. Okay. Now the first one says student can learn more when they take open book tests. A says because they will memorize useful information. B says because they read more from their textbook. C says because there will be too much information to read. D says because students quickly forget what they have memorized.
Number one is B.
Okay. Students can learn more when they take open book tests because they read more from their textbook. Okay, yes, that is correct. Yes, they read more from their textbook, which is not even a good idea. Right. Number two says closed book tests are a waste of time. Closed book tests are a waste of time. A says because they will memorize useful information. B says because there will be too much information to read. Um, D says students because students quickly forget what they have memorized.
I think is D because
Yes.
students
Yeah.
quickly forget the what they have memorized.
Memorize, yes. Student D, because students quickly forget what they have memorized. Now, number three says students learn more by studying for closed book tests. A, because they will memorize useful information. C says because there will be too much information to read. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Student learn more. Student learn more by studying for closed book tests. They learn more by
Mm,
studying for closed book tests.
maybe A.
I think A, yes, it's A. It's A because they will memorize useful information. Closed book test, they have to memorize useful information. It's A. A is correct. It's correct. Now, number four says too many open book tests will be a problem for students. Too many open book tests will be a problem for students because
Is C. The last one.
yes, yeah, the last one. Oh, I didn't see that. Yes, because they will be too much information to read. Yes, there'll be too much information to read. All right, now this is the opposite. That's the opposing opinion, which is called also called the refuting opinion. Okay.
Okay.
So now we're gonna. This is why open book test is not good. So now this one says they disagree. Okay, why open book test is not good. So now number one says closed book tests are the best way to closed book tests are the best way to test students. Closed book tests are the best way to test students. A says student will always find a way to cheat on the test if they want to. V says studying many hours is not a good thing. It can cause students to be stressed and unhealthy. C says this is not true. Closed book tests only test a student's memory, not their skills. D says that is incorrect. Student will learn many important skills as finding the correct information quickly.
I think number one is C.
Okay, yes, closed book tests are the best way to test students. It says this is not true. Yes, closed book tests only test a student memory, not their skills. All right. Okay. Number two says it is easy for students to cheat during an open book test. A says students will always find a way to cheat on a test if they want to. Studying many hours is not a good thing. It can cause students to be stressed and unhealthy. D says that is incorrect. Student will learn many important skills such as finding the correct information quickly. What do you think?
I think is A.
A. Okay, A says student. It is easier for students to cheat during an open book test. A says student will always find a way to cheat on a test if they want to. Yeah, they'll always find a way to cheat on a test if they want to. Good. Now, number three says if students take open book tests, they will not learn. They will not learn. B says study many hours is not a good thing. It can cause students to be stressed and unhealthy. The last one, D says that is incorrect. Student will learn many important skills such as finding the correct information quickly. If students take open book tests, they will not learn anything.
I think is D.
B, that is incorrect. Student will learn many important skills. Yes, that's correct. Student will learn many important skills such as finding the correct information quickly. And then number four, the answer is B, which is the last one. Student will study more when they need to take closed book tests because studying many hours is not it's not a good thing. It can cause students to be stressed and unhealthy. All right, you did very, very good. Dwayne, you did good. All right. So Dwayne, we're just gonna read this quickly before we go, okay? So
Okay.
you read the supporting opinion, I'll read the opposing opinion, okay?
Okay.
All right. You can read the first one, I'll read the second one.
I will speak out.
Yeah, yeah, you can read out. Read the supporting, I'll read number two, which is the opposing.
Open book tests are a much better way to test students. First, students learn more by taking this kind of exam. This is because the student need to read the book, and think about the answer. When students memorize for closed book tests, they forget the information very quickly. Second, the student learn many important skill during open book exam. The task taker need to find the correct information quickly. Such skill are needed in many jobs.
Many skills and need many jobs. Good. Now the next one, the opposing opinion says the best way to test student is to give a closed book test. In this type of test, students don't know what questions they will have to answer. So they need to review what they have learned. More studying will mean more learning. In addition, open book tests require too much reading. Reading is a good skill, but it doesn't test how smart a person is. Open book exams only test how fast the person can find information. They cannot test how much that person knows. Yes, this is it. Now, oh, this is just what we just did. And okay, I'm going to pick maybe some questions here that I will give you to answer, okay? To do as a homework, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you're just going to do this maybe in our next. I think we have another lesson tomorrow, okay? Which is Sunday, okay?
Yes.
Sunday morning we have another test. Um, I'll just pick like two questions or three questions, okay? Let's see, let's see. What question am I gonna give you? Do you think that okay? Now, I'm gonna ask you just one or two questions from this before we go. Let's say number one. Number one say closed book tests are the most common exams. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, why are they the most common exams?
Mm, because yeah, because is uh is all is those book tests are the most common exam, because I think uh this tab will uh tabs about
Yeah.
the
Ability?
yes, the student
Yeah.
abilities and knowledge than
No,
open book test.
than open book tests, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
that's true. That's correct. That's correct. So I'll just pick like few questions. Yeah, I'll just give you as a homework. Then when I'll see your opinion, you can write it down, okay, on a piece of paper, or you can just maybe you can do it on a video. Then maybe in the next lesson we're gonna talk about it, okay, before we move into the new lesson, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, the new lesson for tomorrow says choosing where to shop. Now we're gonna talk about shopping. Do you like to shop?
Mm, uh, no.
So maybe let's see. In the next lesson, we're going to talk about where we're going to shop if we like to shop for food or clothes or no, just based on shopping. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Dwayne, you did great today. We're going to end our lesson here. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye, Dwayne.
Goodbye.
All right. Goodbye. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.